Hello and welcome to the Thursday night live stream. I'm going to post this in Discord. There we go. How's everybody doing tonight? All right, there we go. Hey everybody, how's it going? What's everybody up to tonight? I'm sorry I couldn't get the video posted today. I made a little announcement there on the Vegan Zombie page. Just had I didn't have enough time, and I didn't want to post it too late at night, so, and I'm still working on it, so it'll be posted tomorrow instead of today. No, I don't have the VHS tape because I didn't go to my parents' house. I told them to put all of my mail and everything in the garage, so my mom did that, and I can go pick it up in a few days. Probably safer if I do it that way, with everything that's going on and the fact that my dad tested positive. So, but yeah, he found the tape, he found the article, he sent me a copy of the article. It's hard to read because it's like an old like a Xerox copy, and a lot of it is like really faded and too dark. My dad's perfect, he's fine, he never, nothing. Yeah, so I was going to go, because I didn't have a video completely ready today, and I was going to go to my parents and pick up the mail, which I would have had like a live stream today on the main channel, opening up my Vegan Cuts box, but because that mail went to my parents' house, not here, so I don't have it. But then I ended up finishing my video today, and I'm still in the process of editing it. Something was going on with my computer and it wouldn't start, and it took about an hour and a half to do all that, so I thought my computer was dead. I didn't even know if I was going to be able to live stream tonight, but it started working again, and here we are. My mom is still sick, but she feels better today. I think she's doing better. So a lot of the symptoms that she has for, you know, the illness that she has is are very similar to the virus. So she was freaked out that she might have had it, but she doesn't. So how's everybody doing tonight? It's snowing here like crazy, or at least it was earlier. I got a little bit of that on the footage, so that'll be on the new video. Middle of April and a snowstorm out there. I'm just hanging out right now with the pups. Got both the pups here. If you guys want to go to Ryan's, you can go to Ryan's and catch mine later. It's up to you guys. You can always watch this one tomorrow or whatever. Will I take Indy for a blood panel? I don't know if I have the money to do that. What's the warmest it gets here? It gets just as warm here as it does there. That's the problem with being in Syracuse, because the hot days will be too hot, the cold days will be too cold. But in the midsummer, it'll get over 100. And that's like intense humidity too. So it gets hot here. And in the winter, I've seen it get negative 24. I've got it documented at negative 24 from what I've seen. Yeah. Well, it snowed in May before, but that really makes it because it starts snowing here, or it can start snowing in September, and that gives us, if it snows in May, which it very well could, because we're only like 2 weeks from May. Wow, April's going by fast. And that gives us June, July, and August. That's 3 months with no snow here in Syracuse. Hopefully September too. Hopefully there's no snow in May, which would give us 5 months, but it's very possible we would only get 3. It's happened. So the summers here are really nice, and the falls here are super nice. I haven't seen any place where fall is better than upstate New York. I mean, the fall season here is my favorite time of year. The trees, just the smell of fall. It's incredible here. The winters here are a little bit too long though. Yeah, 114 is a little too hot. It's snowing out there and it's cold, but it's not like real cold. Like I went out there with just a hoodie on. It's got to be freezing though. But yeah, it's 30 degrees here. It just doesn't seem like bitter cold. But look at this. And on Sunday it's supposed to get up to 60. And of course it's going to rain on Sunday. By the end of the week it's going to be 55 and 60. Well, that's what it says, but who knows? It could snow again. What did I eat today? You're going to have to wait for my video to find out what I ate today. I'm still finishing up the video, editing it. You think it's cheap? I mean, I could look into it and find out. I don't even have good insurance for myself, but I've got good insurance for Indy. Indy's got some good insurance. Indy's real good, yeah. I took him to the vet not even a year ago when I got Zeke, and they looked at him and kind of gave me some condescending remarks about him being vegan. It was a new vet, and then they took him in the back. They checked him out. They came back and, oh, he's really good. His heart is really good. And I'm like, yep, I know. Yep, insurance for Indy. Well, I started paying his insurance a long time ago when he was a baby, and I've just always paid it, and it just keeps going up and up, and it's like almost too expensive now. But the fact that I've been paying it all this time, if something were to happen now, since he's almost 10 years old, I'd rather have it. But when I first got the insurance, it was super cheap, and now it's a lot. It's crazy. I would say it's not worth it to get insurance because, I've been paying it every month, every year, for the past 9 years. And if something were to happen to him at this point and I had to pay for it, it probably would be less than all those years that I paid for insurance. So, let's see. The last time I went to the grocery store, you have to wait for them to call you up, and everybody has to stand about 6 feet apart. But I didn't really have a line to stand in when I went. That was about a week ago. It was right before Easter, so it was like last Saturday. And I went to Wegmans. But yeah, I think they're doing lines and everything. You guys, if you want to go to Happy Healthy Vegan, go ahead. I need to get this over with it tonight, so I can't. I've been doing these every night, so it's fine with me if you guys want to go over there, and you can catch mine later. Up to you guys. To be honest, I don't really check to see who's on. I just go on when it's late. So And I've been doing these for a month straight, so I had to get this done tonight so I can get back to my work. Does Indy get insurance through his employer? Oh, he works for Treats. He gets free insurance from me. I have to pay it, though. What's the point of insurance? For Indy's insurance? Well, if something were to happen to him, they would pay. It's a good insurance. They would pay 90% of anything. And when I got Indy, something happened to him. And luckily, I was reimbursed because I paid like almost $5,000 for him to live. Yeah, it really helped at the beginning. And I could have canceled anytime, but I just felt like whatever, it's good to have it for him right now. It was like literally like $40 a month, and now it's like $120 a month. It's ridiculous. So I mean, if I don't know, like part of me wants to cancel it, but other part is like, if I canceled it now, then if I needed it, then I wouldn't have it. Oh yeah, I've been to Houston once, and it was so. When I got out of the car, I remember being on like the black top of a parking lot, and I was like, "Oh my God, the heat here is so different than from where I'm from. I feel like I'm just like baking in the sun." It was bad, and that was a long time ago. If you're just joining us, how's it going? We're just we're doing our nightly live stream here. Right now we're talking about the dogs. What's the insurance company? To be honest, I don't even remember off the top of my head. It's automatically deducted from my card, so I don't know. I don't ever look at it. What happened? Well, Indy had parvo when I got him. He almost died, and if I didn't adopt him, he'd be dead right now. Which is, yeah. It cost a lot of money to help him when I got him. He the parvovirus almost killed him, and it messed him up pretty bad. Hi, Holly. Yeah, if your dogs ever need like major surgeries or something like that, insurance is good to have. And like I know German Shepherds have their breed has a lot of problems with hips and stuff. And luckily Indy doesn't have that. He doesn't have any hip problems, but that was something that was at the back of my mind when I decided to keep the insurance. You've lived in Las Vegas. Wow. Almost as long as I've been alive. I've never been to Vegas. I was thinking about going there too on Zeke! Go lay down. We don't do that. No, Indy's, see, that's the thing about Indy's insurance. It doesn't cover a lot of things. So just regular wear and tear checkups, no, it doesn't do any of that. It doesn't. No. If he gets really sick and stuff, it'll cover that. And it worked at the beginning because parvo, he had to be in they had to take him overnight at an intensive care unit for like almost a week. Oh yeah, I was supposed to go to Vegas. I was gonna go with Cesar last month when I was supposed to go to Expo West out in LA and Anaheim. We were gonna take a day because I was gonna be out there for like over 2 weeks. We were gonna take a day where we were gonna drive to Vegas for a couple days. I was looking forward to it, but yeah. We're supposed to do another collab live with Ange and Ryan at some point. So I don't know. Yeah, I would end the insurance, except for he's getting really old, so I'm afraid I should keep it now. If I was going to end it, I should have done it like 6 or 7 years ago. Oh, yeah, we should get Cesar to do a stream with me at some point. Yeah, I'll talk to him and see if he has Skype or anything, if he could do that. A movie with Keanu Reeves? Which movie are you talking about? Yeah, I have a bunch of people I'm supposed to do a live with, but I haven't heard back from a bunch of them, so... I'm supposed to do one with my friend Mario, with Joseph Lincoln. I'm sure I can get Craig to be on anytime. I'm not getting insurance for Zeke. No, I can only afford one dog. Zeke is actually Rachel's dog. Hello, Kathy. I want to know what movie you're talking about with Keanu Reeves. Did I miss it? Oh, Siberia. Is it new? No, Rachel didn't adopt Zeke from me. Yeah, if she moved out, she would take Zeke. Well, this is my house and she lived here, so she had to ask like if it was okay to get another dog. And originally, I didn't want another dog because it was already I had Indy, and just traveling and stuff right now, as much as I do, it just wasn't practical. But she promised and begged me to say it was okay to get another dog in my house, and I'm like, well, he is really cute, and I don't want him to be abused, and if he gets along with Indy and they're good, then okay. But if they don't get along, then I'm not going to stress my dog out because of this. So, we tried it out, and so technically he's like both of our dogs because it is my house, but like it's her, Zeke is her responsibility, so... But whose dog does Zeke think he is? He I absolutely think that he belongs to me because he follows me everywhere. If I look around and he's just sitting there staring at me. I mean, he's wherever I go, he goes. So. No, Rachel is my best friend. What's up, Daniel? Oh, and that reminds me, a few of you emailed me about the merch from yesterday. I'm not ignoring anybody. I just been super busy trying to get that video filmed and edited today, so I will get back to you guys. Yeah, I'm the pack master of the two dogs. No, I don't give them equal love. I'm very of course I do. Am I a dog owner who hugs and kisses his pups? That's funny that you asked that question because you just got to wait for the video for tomorrow. The video tomorrow, which has already been filmed. Yes. The second chapter of It? No, I haven't seen it. You know, It was one of those movies that I never liked. I didn't like the original. I didn't like the remake. And I really wasn't... I wasn't excited to watch the second one, which I haven't seen yet. I mean, I don't think Zeke will have to leave. Oh yeah, did you buy the shirts from my site or the other one? The ET ones or the ones I make? You had white rice in your hair? It happens. A lot of people are terrified of clowns. So when did that happen for you? What made you terrified of clowns? That's what I was going to say, the Poltergeist. Oliver Robin, I actually met him. He's the boy from Poltergeist. Poltergeist, a Spielberg movie. Directed by Spielberg. I've not seen The Joker. Why don't we see Big Josh Vegan on YouTube anymore? Good question. I think that's something only he can answer, though. You had a clown jump out of a cake. I want to see Joker. I do. There's a lot of movies I want to see. I just haven't seen. I want to see Joker. I want to see the latest Star Wars too. I haven't seen that either. Yeah, I was pretty young when I first saw Poltergeist too. I remember I was really scared of it when I was a kid. And that was a scary scene with the clown too. Has New York reached the peak? Honestly, I haven't been watching the news or anything. I don't know. Molly, you're welcome. Thank you. I'm glad you like the lives. So where can I see Joker? I have to go rent it because I don't think it's being streamed anywhere right now. And I didn't see it in the movie theaters, which I don't think any movie theaters are open. You know what I've been saying forever? We should just start going to drive-ins. Yeah, Carol Ann, the girl that played Carol Ann, died. I've seen a few of the Trolls. I don't know if I saw Troll 2. Isn't Troll where Jennifer Aniston started? Parents are doing good. No, there's no ET shirts on the website because they are pre-order shirts. You can't just buy one and make. They can't print just one on demand. It's a 7 color print. So every time I sell them, we have to do like a big pre-order. Apple TV. I don't have Apple TV. Oh, I have Prime though. Maybe I could do it on Prime. Yeah, I've been to a drive-in. I saw Gremlins at the drive-in when I was little. And the last time I was at a drive-in, it was um, it was like 3 movies, and I only stayed for 2. Maleficent, which I was like, all right, yeah, I guess I'll watch this. But and when I was done, I was like, wow, that was a really good movie. I really liked it. Um, when I was younger and when I first went vegan, I used to love um, my favorite peanut butter, which I don't know if they make it anymore, was the Peter Pan. What was it? It was the Peter Pan reduced fat. For some reason, it was reduced fat, but it tastes sweeter than all the other ones, and that was my favorite one. And then they had like a recall of the peanut butters, and they didn't have it for a while. And then when I started eating the natural peanut butter with like one ingredient, I just got a taste for that, and I don't like all the other processed peanut butters anymore. It's like they're not even real peanut butter. So once I started eating the natural ones, I don't like Jif or Peter Pan or any of those anymore. Yeah, that's it. I was gonna say Leprechaun, but yeah, so it was Leprechaun or Troll in my head. Wow, are we that far behind? You guys are just answering that, and I think I asked that question like 5 minutes ago. Yeah, I'll say some of the comments when I'm reading them. Aren't they gonna have a Maleficent Part 2 or something? Oh, where is that? Where the drive-in where The Outsiders was filmed? That sounds cool. Yeah, I believe that's how they did it. Ilani probably put more sugar in it instead of the fat. Day of the Dead 1985. I love all the George Romero movies, but that wasn't one of my favorites. My favorites from George were obviously Night of the Living Dead. That was just like iconic and pretty awesome. I loved Dawn of the Dead, the one that was filmed at the Monroeville Mall. And later on, um, I get them mixed up. I think it was Diary of the Dead. There's Diary of the Dead and Survival of the Dead. I think it was Diary of the Dead, the one that I thought was pretty good. It was a newer one. Peter Pan, peanut butter. Yeah, I know. It's weird. Close Encounters at a drive-in. That would be cool. I'd like to go see E.T. on a drive-in. Yeah, I saw Mars Attacks. Did I see that I think I saw that in the movie theater. Are you guys not seeing? I feel like even live chat or top chat, I feel like we're still seeing all the same comments. I don't feel like it's hiding any. Really? There was sneaky activity going on at drive-ins? You think that the next Maleficent movie, she goes crazy during quarantine, bakes nothing but banana bread and becomes an alcoholic? Yeah, very, very likely. Do I watch a lot of movies? I gotta say that I used to watch a lot of movies. Now I don't really always have time to watch movies. I'm trying, during this quarantine time, just trying to like find, because normally I would be out doing different things, which I haven't been able to do, and really late at night is my normal time to go grocery shopping, but all the 24-hour grocery stores are set to certain times now, so they don't exist right now. So yeah, I've been trying to catch up on some movies, but I haven't really seen anything good. And when I'm done editing videos and doing my live streams for the last week or so, I've been watching Netflix, just trying to relax and watch some Netflix. And I've just been watching like different series and stuff. In the last few, I've been watching like different like cold case files and like murder things and true life. Like I Am Killer, that kind of thing. That's what I was watching last night. I don't know. Those kind of things intrigue me too. But Mars Attacks was filmed in Vegas. I can see that. I did see Old Country for... Wait. No Country for Old Men. Or is there another movie called Old Country for Old Man? Is that... there are some Dr. Pragers that I like, yes. Yeah, I'm thinking about doing some videos for like the cold case things. Maybe I could start with the one here. I don't know. I don't know if I haven't been to Walmart in a few weeks, and it was 24/7 when I went. So they might have put hours on it now. I don't know. Daniel, who literally got away with murder? When do I shop now? I don't like to go shop now. It's been a while, but I try to go when not a lot of people are going to be there. The least amount of people are going to be there. Skinwalker's Ranch documentary. I've already seen all the Mindhunter, and I've read all his books. Maybe I should do that. Maybe I should do some videos. I could try doing a video about a cold case. I could research and everything, and just... How would I go about it? Just like tell the facts? I mean, it's not like I can go out to every location and film it, unless we're talking about Syracuse. Maybe that'll be my new thing. I'll just do cold case files or true life crime, because I think the cold case files are more intriguing just because they've never been solved. Do you think many people get away with murder? Yes, many people do get away with murder. But proportional to how many people get caught, I'm not sure. I think most people do get caught, but there are a lot that don't. And just because there's so many crimes and murders, that there's a lot that they don't get away with. I was just reading something this morning because I was trying to look up that Unsolved Mysteries again, and the more I look at it, maybe it wasn't Unsolved Mysteries. Maybe it was a show that was exactly like Unsolved Mysteries at the time. So I was looking up some stuff, and it said, there was an article that said something, 2016 was Syracuse's deadliest year for homicides. And I remember when some of those happened because that's when I lived at my aunt's house. And that was like in kind of a more crime-ridden area. And right down the street from where I was living was one of the first two murders of that year, over on like, I think it was Park Street. And so there was 31 murders in 2016. And for Syracuse, that's a lot. So I was just reading through each one, and some of them I remembered and some of them I didn't. And some of them I found out like, oh, wow, my friend used to live right next to the house that murder happened in. But, yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. And out of those, there were quite a few of them that were unsolved. So I think more murders get solved than don't, just because it's really hard to get away with murder unless it's completely random and you don't know the person. Like, then and you know, today's day and age it's even harder. You got all this forensics, you got DNA, you got video technology, you got GPS, you got everything against the criminal. So but then you got all these TV shows to show people like all these unique ways people are doing it and how not to get caught. And then you probably got these serial killers sitting home thinking like, what's the perfect murder? You think Syracuse seems really crime-ridden? I don't know. I've never seen it like that. I think I would say Albany is worse. Albany and Buffalo. Probably Rochester as well. Oh yeah, the vegan YouTuber. Oh wait. That was murdered by her ex-boyfriend. I didn't know she was vegan, but there was one from around here that happened. I think it was in Utica, which is like 45 minutes from here. Oh yeah, the Kurt Cobain one is very. There's a documentary that is very convincing on one side, by a private investigator that Courtney Love hired, and I don't remember the name of it, but it's pretty crazy. Why am I straight edge, or why is straight edge vegan Bell straight edge? Oh yeah, yeah. I think the one you're talking about. Let's see. Let me go back to your question. I can't find your question anymore, but oh wait, here. Holly says they actually caught a serial killer close to my hometown in Sacramento, California, a couple years ago through those online DNA tests. Crazy. So I think the one you're talking about was he was a serial killer. He was an ex-cop and he killed all these people back in like the 60s and 70s and stuff. He never got caught. But then one of his family members did a DNA test to see what their lineage was or whatever, and their DNA test came back almost identical to the killer's. So that made authorities knew that that person has a relative that was the killer. So they went and looked for that person's relative that would be a little bit older or whatever. They found him, convicted him. So what did I say last night? There was an average of, it's like was it 15 or 17 murders a year in Syracuse, and some of them are, yeah, some of them are pretty high profile, and some of them, I mean, there's a lot that I know of around here that are higher profile. But then there's also like, I mean, it's nothing like, big cities like, LA and stuff, but there's gang activity here too. And there's like senseless shootings and like the park in the cemetery that I would go visit, like right there where I was, there was somebody was shot in the head. Yeah, Taylor. That Kurt had like 2 times the lethal dosage of heroin in his system, the time of death before the gunshot. So yeah, that's something that, like, there's no way he could pull a trigger on something like that. Not to mention, I mean, we could go really deep into that, but I don't want to, just because it'll take too long. But yeah, it doesn't add up that he killed himself. Yeah, he wasn't depressed at all. He was like fine, and he was talking about leaving her, and he was out of the state, and she flipped. But there's a lot of evidence against her, Courtney. Killers do like deserts and forests and lakes. Do I keep any home protection? Yeah, they're sitting right out there in the hallway. Have I ever been to a strip club? Why would that not be straight edge? I have been to a strip club. I guess Portland has a vegan strip club. Oh, so that's a different case then, Angela. Um, she says her name was Tamisha Yvette Glashan, who was murdered by her ex-boyfriend in Sacramento. So there was another one. I don't think she was vegan, but she was a YouTuber, and she was murdered not too long, maybe a year or two ago, here in Utica. You took a DNA test and your birth family found you. Was that good? Was that weird, or was it cool? Straight Edge Vegan Bell says, A strip club is not a chemical substance, so yes, it's okay, but it's not for me. Oh, and just in case you like took what I said out of context, you asked me if I had been to it. It's not like I go to strip clubs or anything, but I have been to strip club in all of my years. And it wasn't something I wanted to do either. Well, what is the name? Okay, so what is the name of the of that documentary about Kurt Cobain? The one where it doesn't look like he committed suicide. I mean, there was that note that Courtney wrote where she tried over and over again to forge his signature. And it's pretty condemning when the private investigator that's telling you all this was a private investigator that was hired by Courtney, and he just couldn't hide everything that she was doing anymore, and he came out and said all this because the evidence was damning against her. And I think he's got a taped phone call of something that she said too. Soaked in Bleach is the documentary. It was a while ago that I saw it, so it's not fresh in my mind. Now everybody's talking about strip clubs. I'm catching up over here. The private investigator has hours of tapes. You're going to thumbs down my stream? All right. Yeah, Courtney was supposed to get all of his money when he died, and I think she did. But he was trying to change that, I think. Did OJ do it, yes or no? I'm going to say no. I heard some pretty convincing things that came from, I don't know. It just, when I was out in California, one of my friends who had some pretty high connections of, I'm just going to say that, said something to me that made me rethink the entire OJ thing. And if that's true, I feel so bad for OJ. But I now don't think he did it. So I guess it's not completely unheard of. So it's been getting around. So the OJ thing, everybody thinks OJ did it, but if you remember, the glove didn't fit, and also the DNA was very primitive testing back then, but the DNA didn't match exactly, but it was pretty close. Okay, so here's what I heard. I heard it wasn't OJ that did it. And the reason why OJ ran and he fled and he was driving because he was trying to figure out what he was going to do. He didn't know what to do because he wanted to, he did something pretty noble. He wanted to not let his son go down for the crime because his son did it. His son had been into crimes. He had a record. He did not like OJ's wife, Nicole, and he's the one that killed Nicole. And what was his name? Ronald Goldman? I forget now. But he's the one that did it. And that's why his DNA came back almost a match, but not perfect. So, yeah. But that's another interesting thing that was, I mean, think about that. If that never happened, the Kardashians wouldn't be a thing right now. Why don't they? Because they can't anymore. I think it's a closed case. Wait, what are we talking about here? Who was the first YouTuber you ever watched? Vegan nuggets. Okay, so you want to know what that has to do with the Kardashians? Well, what's his name? Robert Kardashian? He was the lead attorney for OJ. And he got famous because of this. And then they kind of got into the spotlight because of it. And then OJ was their uncle. Uncle or godfather or something like that. And then they became really close with OJ and his family. And because of that case was, seen worldwide, the Kardashians kind of got a little bit of notoriety from that, and that's how it started. Hey, Oren, welcome to the stream. How's it going? We're talking about all kinds of like true crimes and stuff like that. Well, no, I don't think it was the fact that he was framed. I think he just wanted all of the attention away from his son because he didn't want his son to go to jail for life. So he kind of took the blame for it. And then they couldn't prove it, and then he got out and he just never said anything. Sorry, dude, we are old, and I lived it. I watched the entire Bronco chase. Yes, I remember that well. There's a good documentary with Cuba Gooding Jr. and I can't think of his name, Ross from Friends. He plays the Kardashian, Robert Kardashian. It's pretty good too. David Schwimmer, yeah. Well, they already were famous before Kim's tape. So, I mean, they were already being like, and they talked about it. And it's in the documentary too. They would go into like the diner and stuff, and they would just be swarmed with people. So that's how they first got there. But Kim was actually, she was actually Paris Hilton's assistant for a while. And then she blew up and became more in the limelight than Paris was. What do I think about OJ's book? I don't know. I don't know anything about OJ's book. OJ had a bad temper and a violent history. Yeah, but that doesn't mean that he did the murder. I don't think he hired somebody because, like I said, the DNA was almost an exact match. Yeah, I think most places right now are really crazy quiet. Do you live in LA, Oren? Honestly, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I think people are totally ready for things to open up again. So it's possible that they'll start opening up, in next month. How is my mom doing today? She's feeling a little bit better. She's still a little bit sick, but she's feeling better. I talked to her this morning. You're a new subscriber to me, and you're enjoying it, so that's good to hear. I'll protest in Minnesota to open the state back up. I haven't been watching the news out there, so I'm not really sure what's going on. Yeah, my friend showed me footage of the beach down in San Diego today, and it's all like fenced up. Wisconsin. Garden centers are essential services. I know this is peak time for them. Well, I mean, I guess. I guess if you look at it in the sense that somebody's trying to start their garden or plant their garden so they can have food, then yes, I guess that would be essential. You have a good garden, you don't really have to go to the store. Oh yeah, I heard about the mask thing. So as from tomorrow on, everybody that goes in a public place is supposed to wear a mask, right? Terry, my mom's doing good. When does COVID-19 end? Hopefully sooner than later, because I think everybody is just. This is horrible. Oh yeah, he wrote a book as if he hypothetically committed. Wow, that's poor taste. Did somebody ghostwrite it for him? Have I been to Jay's house and seen his garden? Well, I was at Jay's house, but it was winter time, and it was like a couple years ago, so I didn't see his garden. What video games do I play? On Twitch, I play EverQuest and Warcraft, and I also have The Witcher, but I haven't really played it, and I'm looking into getting some kind of a zombie game. But right now, it's just Warcraft and EverQuest. Do I eat a banana every day? Usually I have a smoothie, and I have about 1.5 to 2 bananas in the smoothie. But I haven't had one today. How long is the mask order going into place? I mean, it seems legit, it seems like a good thing, but because we live in the United States of America, I don't think it should be I think it should be a strong suggestion that you wear a mask. Oh, and is it only in New York City or just New York State altogether? Dog groomers are still closed. Dogs are not considered important. Well, I wouldn't say that. The vets are still open, but I mean, all the hair salons are closed too, and manicure and pedicure places are closed. So you just gotta have to groom your own dog. Friday the 13th mask. You carry a 6-foot pole with you to make sure people distance themselves. Yeah, a lot of people have to wear masks at work. My brother has to wear a mask when he goes into work. Do I watch Hench Herbivore on YouTube? I don't, but I've seen like 1 or 2 of his videos in the past. Jersey Shore is a ghost town. I wonder how long they're making the mandatory. See, it's funny because I was telling people to wear a mask like over a month ago, and everybody was telling me how irresponsible that was. But hello. I was just trying to do like a prepper survival video kind of thing, and just people didn't like it. Danger Zone. I really don't know the answer to this. Danger Zone says, if I did my taxes 2019 for the coronavirus, would the stimulant check be deposited instantly, or do I have to apply for the check? I think when you do your taxes, then, because I did my taxes yesterday, and they said everything. I didn't have to fill anything out. think it automatically does it for you, and then they'll send it to you. I didn't get one yet, but I know a lot of people did get it, so you should get one. And if they have your bank information, maybe it'll get deposited. Otherwise, they'll just send you a check. A baby cough like Derek Zoolander. A really, really ridiculous cough. You made a video called Try Not to Laugh Challenge, the Amazing Caleb style. Would you be interested in making a reaction video out of it? Like a reaction video of me trying not to laugh? Go to my website, theveganzombie.com, and go to the contact me form and send me a link to it. Do I like white chocolate? It's okay, but I like Vago chocolate better. Well, actually, Vago has a white chocolate. I haven't tried it yet, but I have it downstairs. You know, I was also going to say that. I knew somebody was going to say that about grooming a dog being important for their health. I don't think it's something that you can't do at home. I mean, I got 2 large German Shepherds, and I clipped their nails today. But for the time being, if they don't get a bath or their hair cut or something, then I think they'll be fine for this time that we are quarantined. How is my cough? No improvements yet. I'll let you guys know when it's not there anymore. Wait, what's this say? Yeah, I know some people that got their check already too. Who would win, Jason and Freddy versus Frankenstein and Dracula? Well, Dracula would beat them all. Freddy wouldn't be able to do anything unless they were sleeping. So I would go with Dracula would beat everyone. Well, Dracula's immortal. He's been around for way longer. He's way more powerful. Jason couldn't kill him. I don't think Jason would be fast enough to kill him. Freddy would try something crazy while he was sleeping, but is he really sleeping, or is he just because he's undead? So that would leave Freddy out of there altogether. Who would win a fight, Mighty Mouse or Superman? I think probably Gordy LaChance. Gordy would win. Oh yeah, for salt I used miso. Aaron Haas, thank you for the $5 super chat. Aaron says, did you see that Guriowski is uploading YouTube videos again? I did not. So it looks like he just needed some time off. Who would win a fight, Zeke or Indy? Come on. Indy would win. Are you for real? Growing up, who would win a fight, me or my brothers? Me, always. I was the oldest brother, though, so... Zeke is always running around Indy, running circles around Indy, and Indy just doesn't want any part of it. Oh, Zeke's way younger. Zeke's only two and a half, and Indy is 9. So Indy's like done with all that, all those shenanigans. He just wants to chill out. Chucky versus Leprechaun? I don't know. E.T. versus Yoda. They've said that E.T. has the Force. He wouldn't win versus Zeke either. The Creation may. And what do you mean the Creation? Oh, the Creation. Oh, Frankenstein. Alien versus Predator. Oh wait. Predator. Jason versus Freddy. I think Freddy's more clever. That was already a movie though. I saw that movie in the theater, Jason versus Freddy. And I gotta say, there was one part near the end where they were both fighting each other. And they were out on the dock. And, you know, I think Jason got one good hit in to Freddy. And then the screen shows Jason. And all of a sudden you hear the voice of like a 4-year-old saying, I want him to win, mama. And everybody just started laughing in the theater. Somebody brought their 4-year-old to see Freddy vs. Jason. Betty White versus Monfratelli. I think Betty White would throw her from a train. No, I don't think I saw Parasite. Was it good? The pikey bare knuckle boxing champ from Snatch or Tyler Durden? Ellen or Rosie? I don't know. Where can I find Parasite? Is it on any like Netflix or anything? Motel Hell. I remember the movie My Bloody Valentine. Who would win a fight between me and you? Edward Scissorhands. Edward Scissorhands or Edward Cullen? Wait, what is not? Ellen versus Rosie? That's not a laughing matter? I beg to differ. Fred Rogers versus Tom Hanks. How about that? My favorite vampire movie, is Dracula. Bram Stoker's Dracula. Gary Oldman. Let me in or let the right one in? Sheldon versus Napoleon. Can Napoleon tag team Uncle Rico or no? Motel Hell was a wicked, campy horror. Oh, I like that. Campy horror flick. A Bigfoot versus Loch Ness Monster. Well, if Loch Ness Monster was on land, Bigfoot would win. But if Bigfoot was in the water, Lockie would win. Chris Sarandon versus Gary Oldman. So if Chris Sarandon was the vampire from Fright Night and Gary Oldman was Dracula, Gary Oldman would win. I saw Chris Sarandon. He's really short. Oh yeah, I do have Hulu. Should I watch that tonight? Barnabas versus Lestat. Can I just... Morrissey versus Robert Smith better win? Despise is a vampire movie? Can I just tell you how much I like the story about Lestat? I don't know who Michelle Graves is. Or Michael Graves? Frank Tufano or Sverige. Oh my god, that would just... Sverige would probably stab him or headbutt him. Wait, what was this one? It would be funny to watch Richard Simmons fight anyone mentioned. Richard Simmons came to my hometown when I was in high school. Barnabas from Dark Shadows. I have the whole Dark Shadows DVD collection. Napoleon's sister-in-law. Did his brother... He didn't get married. Are you talking about LaFonda? SpongeBob or Elmo? Who cares? I've never seen SpongeBob. But I know the guy that did Elmo's voice got in trouble with the law. I think he's in jail. Ellen lives in your... Wait, where... Do you live in L.A.? Ricky Gervais versus Hollywood. Ricky Gervais. Oh wait, I'm like so far behind. I'm trying to read all these. These are fun. Yeah, Anne Rice's books were my favorite. Oh, the Lestat story is so awesome. He's like, I didn't really like him that much in Interview with the Vampire, but then when I read that, the Vampire Lestat, I was like, oh my god, Lestat is amazing. There is a vampire movie you despise, hate above all others, but not one I like above all others. What is the one that you hate? I love vampire movies, and I've watched all kinds. I even watched the Twilight ones, and I gotta say, I really liked the... This is funny, too, because I started watching True Blood, and I really liked it until it got ridiculous, and... Then I started watching the Vampire Diaries, and I gotta say, I like the Vampire Diaries better than True Blood. So, the collection is expensive on eBay. Are you serious? I bought it like in 2008. I went on eBay, and I'm like, oh, look at all the stuff I can buy. I bought a ton of Lord of the Rings. I bought all kinds of horror movies, and that was one of the ones that I bought. And then there was another one that I bought too that it was like a soap opera of vampires. It was why can't I think of the name of it? I'll think of it. Kindred, The Embrace. See, I only had to think away for a minute. Yes, I've seen Night of the Comet. Thoughts on Dusk Till Dawn? I liked it. It was pretty good. It's got Tom Savini is in it. Damon from The Vampire Diaries. I follow Ian Somerhalder. I just watched his Instagram story today. But he was at one of the expos I went to. Oh, are you talking about Dusk Till Dawn, the movie, or isn't there a series for that? Yeah, I know what the originals are from Vampire Diaries, but I've never seen the actual episode of the originals. I never finished the Vampire Diaries, but I did get to the point where the originals were in it. For $3.95 for that collection? Wow, I had no idea. I've got a ton of DVDs down in my basement. of all kinds of horror movies. Oh, well, what the other one? Ginger Snaps. I was Ginger Snaps, the two sisters, and then they became werewolves. And then I forget her name. She was in what's Supernatural. I gotta start watching the originals then. Dark Shadows, I have that too. Who? I don't know who Steve from Blue's Clues is. All right, I'm gonna go all the way down to catch up here. So I probably missed a bunch of questions. Sorry. I did see What We Do in the Shadows. Netflix has the originals, Mel? Might have to watch that. Yeah, Cheech is a vampire. Dracula, well, come on. Dracula would beat Frankenstein. And you're talking about the monster, right? Nosferatu. What was the name of that? That one. Didn't it have Carrie Ells in it and John Malkovich? The Shadow of the Vampire. Santa Claus or the Easter Bunny? Probably Santa Claus. Did you see him in that one movie where he fights the Krampus? That was a crazy movie. Who would win arm wrestling, me or Noah Craig? I don't know. He might have a leverage advantage because he's taller than me. I think I can bench more than him, but I don't know. We've never done that. I've never really been too good at arm wrestling, I don't think. But I would win at a pull-up or a push-up contest. Belle, what are you talking about? As scary as the first 3 episodes of what? Yep, I saw Queen of the Damned. I really want them to make a good quality version of the Vampire Lestat. That would be amazing. Okay, so I got some shows to watch now then. I'm gonna have to cut this stream short and go watch. No, I'm almost done with my video too. So I'll have that up tomorrow. I did a race against Craig once. We didn't film it, but I beat him really bad. I mean, I won't tell you who won, so we can do a video and see who wins a race. Oh, you were talking about Supernatural. Me and Craig probably could do a virtual arm wrestle because we can't like actually hang out right now. Jesse the vegan miner, what's up? Well, Rabbit White. So Rabbit says to have a quality movie, you have to leave Tom Cruise out of it. You know, Anne Rice was really upset when they cast Tom Cruise, but I gotta say, after she saw his performance and everything, she really, really liked him in it. And I gotta say the same. I think he played a good Lestat. He played a better Lestat than whoever it was that was in Queen of the Damned. The Toronto vlog is, I mean, it's fine. It's just not the proper time to post it. Rare Exports, Christmas horror movie. Let me Google that. Yes, I did. I saw it last year. Is that the movie that, or is that the show, Bananiac? Where is it? Let me see. He messaged me one that he told me that he was talking about. Does anybody remember? It's a vampire. Yeah, What We Do in the Shadows. That's it. He told me to watch that. So it's good? I thought you were talking... There's a movie that's... Isn't there a movie that called that, or it's something similar, What We Do in the Shadows? And it's about vampires, but this is an actual series. He says, Louis, still whining after all these years. So I should watch that series too. See, I have too many things to do and not enough time. I have a few box sets of Supernatural, but I gotta say I never sat down and watched all of them. So yeah, I don't really know what happened there. Yeah, I gotta say that I'm like not a huge Cruise fan either, but I will say like he is good in some movies that I like. Eyes Wide Shut, Outsiders, Top Gun. Do I think chocolate is addicting? Yes. No, I didn't. I don't know. I've seen Jerry Maguire, but it didn't really stand out. So I gotta say no. Nicole Kidman was good in Eyes Wide Shut. But is it a contest on who's better though? I was in a movie with her. What are you doing? You guys, can you just chill out for a little bit? No, don't go under there. Don't go under there. I've seen Toxic Avenger a long time ago. So this stream is all about TV shows and movies, and who would win in a fight. Yeah. I don't know. Like I could hate an actor and still love a movie. Um, not totally be disgusted at a certain actor. For instance, The Usual Suspects that's an awesome movie, and so is the movie Seven, but you got Kevin Spacey in it, so it's like, am I gonna like never watch the movie again? No. Also, it takes a lot of people to make a movie, so one person shouldn't ruin a movie for everybody else that put like blood, sweat, and tears into a movie. Wait, what happened? Dean called vegan sunglasses wearing douchebags. Dean from Supernatural said that? Wait, you guys don't know about Kevin Spacey? Look him up. He's a pedophile. What's he doing? What are you doing? Can you just chill out for a little bit? I think I just almost ran over Indy. Yeah, seven. What's in the box? You see Woody and... wait, Woody? What are you talking about? Woody who? Oh, Woody... Woody, what is on your ear? Woody Allen, right? Is that who you're talking about? Because not Woody Harrelson. What? Oh, Tom Hanks? Why, what's wrong with Tom Hanks? He lets he attack you with all his germs. What do you mean? Look Tom Hanks up. What's Tom Hanks is like a nice old man. Tom Hanks. I mean, he had COVID. Is that what you're talking about? What was in the box? You don't know what was in the box? You think Tom Hanks got paid to say he had COVID? Where are you getting that information? That would be Gwyneth Paltrow's head, AJ. I saw because I was looking up, because we were talking about it the other night, the Mr. Rogers Neighborhood thing, and I Googled it looking for, Fred Rogers to sing it, but Tom Hanks came up singing it, and I gotta say, the way he's portraying Mr. Rogers didn't talk like that. He's talking like Forrest Gump. I'm like, why is he talking like he's kind of slow? Because Mr. Rogers didn't talk like that. He was very soft-spoken, but he didn't talk like Tom Hanks. Like, didn't somebody that was directing the movie say, well, let's just kind of change the voice a little? He sounds like Forrest Gump. Yeah, I think Chris Farley was funny, because back then, Tommy Boy, I laughed my ass off. That when he broke the car door and David Spade come out and he opens the door and it falls off and he's like, "What'd you do?" I couldn't stop laughing. I mean, for his time back then, I mean, comedy changes over time too. So that was back in what, 94, 95? You know, Adam Sandler's he did a stand-up thing, and he did a really good speech about Chris Farley. I didn't see that Mr. Rogers movie. Yeah, John Candy too. I just remember, well, John Candy was in Home Alone, but The Great Outdoors, Uncle Buck. Wasn't he Uncle Buck? Yeah. Yeah, Chris Farley with Patrick Swayze. Did I still enjoy doing these live streams? Yeah, I like coming on here, and as you all know, that I sometimes stay on here longer than I should. But maybe that reminds me that I should be cutting it short in a minute, because we're almost at 2 hours right now. And I kind of want to go check out some of these new series that you guys told me about. I'm almost done with my video, which will be posted tomorrow. John Candy was in Splash. I saw Splash when I was little. And I remember I saw it and I'm like, oh my God, that lady's naked. Daryl Hannah. Motel Hell. I never finished the Vampire Diaries. How many seasons are there? I got pretty far, though. Oh, Disney altered the movie Splash? Really? That's weird. Produce is Ashley. Daryl Hannah married Neil Young. I didn't know that. I'm glad you guys could all join tonight too. Making these streams interesting, helping me do it at least. There's 8 seasons. Okay, so I think I might be on like 6 or something. Yeah, I remember Klaus. And I remember that cave. And I think that's where I left off. Daryl Hannah is also in Kill Bill. And I believe she's vegan. What are you doing out there? All right, I'm going to have to get going. I got dogs that are making noises out there. I don't know what they're doing. So, I'm coming. Okay? Can you let me say goodbye to everybody? Can you let me say goodbye to everybody? No, what are you doing up here? What, you want to say something? Say it. Say it now if you're going to say it. If you're going to say it now. Ugh. You got a hot breath. All right, guys. Have a good night. Wait, what? I don't understand the question, produce. I did a grocery store reduced produce at Wegmans. I've done a lot of videos at Wegmans. Who is a better skateboarder, me or Jeremy? I don't know. We're probably about the same. All right, guys. Have a good night. I'll see you all tomorrow, and I will have a video coming out tomorrow too. So make sure you go check it out because I don't know, because you like my videos. All right. See you later. Watch out for zombies.